A couple of weeks ago, we did an episode about the difference between NBA players and WNBA players and their pay. And then we broke down the gender wage gap. And we also highlighted what female models, the top female models make versus the top male models. So spoiler alert, the NBA players make infinitely a lot more than the WNBA players, right? Because of eyeballs.
Right.
And the female models make infinitely a lot more than the male models also because of eyeballs. That's just kind of how this thing works.
Right.
So there was recently a conversation where LeBron hosted a conversation with several players, one of them being former Defensive Player of the Year, Draymond Greene, and former league MVP of the WNBA, Lisa Leslie. So they addressed why WNBA players make so much less than NBA players. So Draymond spoke with Lisa on this exact topic, and he wasn't having it. So let's play that clip starting at 38, I believe.
Could we have more? I mean, I just think, you know, from a salary standpoint, it'd be great for the women to be able to make more money. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of hard work. I think that's something to say.
Never, not once in the history of the WNBA has the league turned a profit. So this is a business that is still functioning only because the NBA supports the WNBA. Any other business that doesn't turn a profit, what happens to them? They go out of business. Continue to play the clip.
One player that makes maybe $12 million on the NBA team could cover the whole,
Pause it.
like the whole.
Scroll down just a little bit. Oh, no, you can't see it. LeBron makes $37 million. By the way, he's in this room hosting this conversation.
Yeah.
And the entire WNBA makes $12 million. That's also former WNBA MVP Candace Parker right there, whose brother played in the NBA, Anthony Parker. Continue to play it.
NBA salary.
Yeah, that's
So that's kind of like crazy. And again, you know, we're what, 26 years young, so it's not like we're comparing ourselves to the NBA.
Pause it.
But I do.
26 years young. You're not a startup at this point.
Yeah.
You're not in business for the last 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years. You've been around for a quarter century. Either the business is going to work or it's not. 26 years young. What are we talking about right now?
Yeah.
Okay, and you've been around long enough that this isn't like Bill Russell in the 1950s, black and white George Mikan. Okay, you've been around since basically prior to 2000.
Yeah.
Internet age. Okay, women's rights, feminism. Like, if you can't make this league work now, when is it ever going to work? Enter Draymond Green not having it. Go ahead.
Like, the pay gap would be something that, you know, we could just take a donation around the NBA, maybe one night y'all don't go to the casino.
Pause it. Take a donation around the NBA.
Wow.
Like, talk about entitlement. The only reason your league exists is because the NBA is paying for you already. Now you want men who are making their money. This career, the NBA average NBA career last 5 years, the average NBA salary at this point is $9.8 million. Okay, so these guys become millionaires.
Yeah.
But this money has to last them the rest of their life. Okay, you choose to go into this profession as women to play in the WNBA. The average WNBA salary is just over 100 grand. You're not going to retire comfortably on this money. You made this decision.
Right.
Okay, so again, LeBron's in this room. He's hosting this conversation. There's B-roll right there of LeBron playing cards, all good. She's basically saying, give us more money. Not that you deserve it, just because you guys are making so much money. And here's where Draymond's like, listen, Lisa, I got a couple of words for you. Go ahead.
On this, though, because it pisses me off. It pisses me off because I don't think there's anyone in America that supports the WNBA more than NBA players.
100%.
The NBA players support the WNBA.
You heard what she said? She said 100%.
Yes.
She's in full agreement.
Yeah.
She's not being, no, Draymond. She fully understands.
Right.
that the entire reason the WNBA exists,
It's because
that women can talk that talk, is because these guys are paying for them. Continue.
More than we probably support the fucking NBA. And it bothers me.
You shouldn't be bothered because the WNBA
Stop it.
players.
Okay, you shouldn't be bothered. Okay. So he just basically G-checks her right there. And she gives some excuse and kind of like, you know, sidetracks the question and dodges it. And she gives this kind of answer right here. But this is what I would call, continue to play the video, sorry.
Tell you 100%. And we had a meeting for our 25th anniversary. We're like, do Zooms with the veteran, the legends of the league or whatever, and just talking about it. And I told them on that call, the #1 supporter that we have, you guys never focus on, and that is the NBA players.
I don't know if you guys know this, but the WNBA actually loses money. Shocker, I know. They lose an average of about $10 million per year ever since they started. So how is it that they're able to keep going as a league and pay their players? Well, that would be the NBA. The only reason the WNBA even exists is because of the profits that the NBA has made. So when you hear statements like, men should show more support for our league, just donate your salaries, it's no big deal, skip a couple nights in the casino. Don't you think that's a little entitled, considering the whole reason they're able to make any money at all and even play basketball is because of the NBA players making the profits they do? Even when they show support, NBA players get blasted for it. That's what happened to Andre Iguodala. When he complimented Ariel Powers, she not only told him to keep it to himself, but she also tried digging up old tweets from his past to cancel him. That's right, she tried to ruin his career just because he complimented her by number and not by name. And let's also not forget when
Cool.
Luka
All
Doncic
good.
got blasted.
So, and we can get off the story. Listen, I love women.
Yeah.
Respect for women. I'm not hating on women. I am calling out bullshit entitlement victim mentality when I see it. You chose, as women, to enter the WNBA. You know how much WNBA players make. This ain't a surprise. You're making 6 figures. Congratulations.
Right.
But the WNBA average career is about 3 to 5 years.
Yeah.
So what happens is you make 300, 400, 500 grand, and now what do you do the rest of your life? I don't know. You become a WNBA coach? I don't know how much that pays. But this is actually something that I was like, holy shit, this victim mentality is absolute BS. Okay? Your company, your business doesn't make money, yet you're upset with the men who are making money that turn $1 billion business every year, and you're demanding more money from them. This is what I would call victim mentality from these modern, feminist, entitled women. Okay? So what I wanted to do is kind of highlight real quick 14 clear signs when someone is always playing the victim. Okay? Just like these WNBA players playing the victim. I'm not saying all of them. Some of them, as highlighted in that clip, playing the victim. So we live in a culture where victims are sometimes rewarded, and I don't like this. I'm playing the victim and feel bad for me. Where it's like, let me tell you, nobody feels bad for you. You know, they say 80% of the people don't care about your problems. The other 20% are happy you have them.
Yes.
Nobody cares about your problems, WNBA. You chose to enter this career. So here are 14 signs someone is always playing the victim, where we're going to read the 14 very fast. You tell me which stands out the most. Number 1, they don't take responsibility. Take some responsibility. Number 2, they are frozen in life. You heard about paralysis by analysis. They are just paralyzed and they're not moving because they just feel bad for themselves. I'm not saying that about the WNBA, but that's people in general. They hold grudges, no doubt, hanging on to old grievances and grudges. Number 4, they have trouble being assertive. Okay, assert yourself. There's a difference between being obnoxious and being assertive. So know the difference between that. There's a difference between being assertive and being annoying. Yes. Assertive is, hey, I'd like to talk to you for a second. Hey, we need to speak. Annoying is like, hey, talk to me, buddy. What's going on here? I'm not saying that you need to be a wallflower,
right,
but there's a difference between being annoying and assertive. Okay, number 5, they feel powerless. Listen, you have the power to do whatever you want in your life. If you feel powerless, look in the mirror, give yourself a little affirmation, get on the same page, get some power in your life. Go ahead. 6, they don't trust others. Okay. 7, they don't know when enough is enough. Number 8, they argue a lot. Oh, yeah, with the arguing. Number 9, they feel self-pity. Number 10, they constantly compare themselves to others. You know how they say comparison is the thief of joy?
Yes.
You've heard that before?
Yes.
There's always going to be someone cooler, better, smarter, hotter, richer, all that. Just be comfortable in your own skin and just improve what you can improve in your life. If you want to improve, you can improve.
Yeah.
If you want to play victim, you're never going to improve. Okay? This is number 11. They see life as always lacking. These are not glass half full people.
Ugh.
These are glass half empty people. Number 12, they are critical. Just look for the silver lining is what I think that is. 13, they think they are perfect. That to me is very weird. Why would they think they're perfect? Oh, because they're basically saying, I don't need to improve. You should accept me for who I am. There's nothing wrong with me. Accept me for who I am.
It's something
Could you
wrong with
imagine
you.
as a guy if you're just like, just accept me for who I am? I'm 40 pounds overweight.
Oh.
I still live with my parents. I don't have a job. I have nothing going on in life. Just accept me for who I am. It doesn't operate. It doesn't work that way, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Okay? It doesn't work that way. A lot of women out there is, yes, queen, you got this thing. No, they should love you for who you are. Meanwhile, they're 100 pounds overweight.
Yeah.
You've seen these women who literally wear crop tops with guts hanging out. What are you doing, lady?
Yes.
Okay? No one's just going to accept you for who you are. They can accept your personality maybe.
Right.
But if you don't look the way you should look, nobody's going to be like, yeah, you're beautiful, queen. You're 400 pounds.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Reset.
Okay, number 14, they cut people out of their life. These are the types of people you should be cutting out of their life. The bottom line is this. Let's read the rest of the article. Nat, you want to read the rest?
Yes, in the end, playing the victim doesn't get you anywhere. The victim will end up facing painful consequences in their life and relationships if they do not change their behavior by taking constructive criticism and turning it into a positive action. As with most things in life, alternative options are there. We have to be willing to look for them and make a start.
Well said. By the way, do you notice how great Nat's reading is these days?
You inspired me. I hear you reading on PPD podcast. I'm like, okay, let me get my Adam reading skills.
Thank you.
Yeah, go phonics.
I do my best on there.
Yes.
Anyway, message to WNBA players. If you don't like what's happening in your league, do better.
Yeah.
Do stuff that will make more people want to watch you guys play. I don't know what you guys can do, but playing the victim ain't going to work, and demanding more money from NBA players who are already funding your league, okay, is not the answer. So if you like that clip, click right here to watch another, or if you want to watch the entire Soscast, click right here.